Each night and day of my life, you know me, my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go, D.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set. 19. Check, 43.
All day, just like that.
31. Watch twitch.
Now Watson. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the double. 58 to Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Switch it.
Give me to a poker. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Let blow.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And an alley to run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Texans scoop it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Big gas. Hey, alert 3.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Howard. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 46.
Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Motion, motion, motion.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray off play action. That ball complete to Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Show it. Show it. Rotate. Spell.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Jim. Switch. Hey, 55. Hey, 31.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Check 99.
Back to throw, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air yet again. Watson out to the right. He's got the tight end Waring. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
He's coming too far.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check 9, check 9. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. No. Off. Open it forward.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. From the gun, a run for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Chad Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Murray to air it out again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson completes this to Waring. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Jumper, 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 jumper. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, check, check. 24. Check, check.
The final shot before the break. Watson dancing, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think...
Touchdown, Cardinals! Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too, and just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check three. Check. Lucky. Hey, 31.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the curl.
After the run, Watson going to throw. His throw incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Watson now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson going right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And the Cardinal first down.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. 58, come on. Go. Let's go. Come on. You tighten up. Take off.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46 to Mike, 46.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Where'd he go? 46 to Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
What you got, Heavy? What you got?
To throw is Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Here's Matt Hawk now. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Houston.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On first down, Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey. Don't make it.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Houston. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here we go. Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And it's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The throw over the middle, taken in. 23 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game.
This is caught inside the 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Murray again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Catanzaro now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They'll try and run with their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't eating